UP Church. It is Wednesday, March the 13th, 2024. Pastor Don Coleman, Kenton Klink, just a piano player, and we're on Facebook Live.
And we're missing someone.
We are definitely missing him. Yeah, on screen, off screen, on screen. Our Aloysius is not here.
He's off-screen chauffeur.
For the Queen,
Yep.
his best friend, to come home from vacation.
Yeah.
And she's stuck in Miami. A great place to be stuck in.
Yeah.
Big airport.
I'm thinking though that she's not stuck in Miami.
No, she
was stuck in Miami. Now
she's probably on the round.
Not
close to it.
Not quite. Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Close to it. So what's going on?
Well, where to start?
Well, we did have on Saturday morning a wonderful men's breakfast.
Yes,
we did. Really, the second Saturday of every month. It's a great time.
Yep.
A great time, and more guys are showing up at the week.
Three more who've never been before.
Yeah.
So
it was nice to have strangers.
They enjoyed them. They weren't strangers.
No, but you know what I mean.
Three people first time. 3 men. It was the first time. So
yeah.
You know what? I was going to say something. In today's email that's going out at some point in time today, or at least as we're recording or live, depending upon how you're watching.
Where you are.
So there was something in Sunday sermon that I had all planned and then didn't share. And
what was it, Dawn?
Well, so we were.
I'm terribly mystified and interested.
I'm sure you are.
Yeah.
So we were. What were we kind of talking about? What were we talking about?
You mean in church?
Sunday, yeah.
I had this too.
Really?
Wait,
connected to Saturday.
Saturday.
Remember what
we were talking about? The fruits of the Spirit.
Yes. So Jesus in the 15th chapter of John had talked about the vine and the branches.
Right.
We need to be connected to the vine in order to produce fruit. The kind of fruit that we are looking to produce is the fruit of the Spirit.
Right.
Love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, self-control. I always skip one of those in there.
Yeah.
Anyway, so one of the things that I encountered this in my preparation, I wanted to share this because I thought was really cool, is that the variety
of those fruits,
the variety of the expression of those fruits is vast.
It definitely is, and it calls for empathy. It calls for empathy on the person.
Okay.
Because when you look at those fruits, most of them deal with how we treat each other.
Yes.
Or how a Christian who is involved with the Spirit would treat another person.
Yeah.
So would we be a kinder, gentler nation if we all possessed the fruits of the Spirit and could spread them around?
Yeah. Remember, the fruit of the Spirit is the Spirit working out of us as we are connected to God. I think absolutely. What I was going for though is that love's the first one. Love has a million different expressions.
It does.
And we're not, we can celebrate that it doesn't always look the same.
Right.
And kindness.
Love isn't always predictable either.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Kindness is a plethora, big word, of expressions.
It is.
And we might navigate naturally towards certain expressions of that kindness, and others might, naturally navigate is not the word, gravitate. Towards other words, and other ways, and that's great. There are ways that we can say, oh, we recognize that as being kind or loving or faithful.
It's mixed fruit.
There you go. Yeah.
Not bad, huh?
Yeah, that's good.
Mixed fruit.
And I think that speaks to God's creativity, and it
does.
It speaks to, not everything has to be the same.
It can't be.
No, like, the renovation of this sanctuary is a perfect example, right? This sanctuary, since it was first built, what do we think it was? It was like
200 years ago.
18, something. Anyway, it's looked a lot of different ways.
Sure, it has.
Right? Different colors and stuff. And those are all expressions of our worship for God, or our love for God, and our worship and whatnot. But they're all pointing in the same direction, even if they look different. And the same thing goes for us. We can still bear the same fruit, even if it looks a little bit different.
Yeah.
And enjoy that, and not have to worry that I have to express. Again, I keep going back to love, but I have to express love in the exact same way as everyone else. It can be different. There's healthy and unhealthy.
Well, yeah, you're not going to have successful relationships unless you can express love
multiple ways.
In multiple ways, exactly.
Yeah.
Because I can look at you and say, you know what, I like you less and less as the weeks go on.
That's fair.
And yet you know that really means saying I love you.
Yes. Well, it reminds me of the flip side of that.
Which is?
We have a family member who has expressed in the past to their spouse the words "I love you."
Okay.
But the tone of their voice has indicated something different.
I love you?
No, it's like, I love you. We already know. We translated that as, you big dumb idiot.
I know who that is. I do know who. You said it just like him.
Yeah, him? Oh, now maybe you don't. Maybe you don't. Okay.
Say it again.
I love you.
Who could that be now?
We'll talk off camera. Knocking out everybody online. But not that I haven't had this conversation multiple times, but anyway.
Yeah.
So that was one thing. I just thought, it's important for us to recognize the grand variety of the way the Spirit's fruit shows up in our lives, and to be able to celebrate that and enjoy that.
And in all those ways, too. I mean, we don't have to, when you're talking about fruits of the Spirit, yeah, it is fruit salad. It's all mixed together. And we should be able to portray that in a manner that is worthy of the love of God that gave us those gifts, those fruits.
And I think the key thing is, because this is fruit that is born in us by the Spirit, it's not us striving to make it happen.
Right.
I think that the one key part of it is when we recognize things in our life that are not, like, that are antithetical to the fruit of the Spirit. So what's the opposite of love?
Hate.
What's the opposite of love? Joy.
Despair.
Sure. Peace.
Or.
Sure. Patience.
Impatience.
Yeah. Anxiety.
Yeah.
Peace. Goodness. Well, that's kind of obvious, right?
Can you see how those are all related?
Oh yeah. What I was gonna say is when we recognize the opposite of them, that's when it's got like red flag going. Okay, something's off here.
Well, God isn't in there.
Right, God's not in there, so I recognize that in myself, and I go, okay, wait a second, something's out of place. I'm not connected to the vine
right now.
Right, or I recognize that in someone else, and okay, I need to, You
need to love them.
If you, yes, or now here's a perfect example. So if you recognize that in me, now we have a relationship that you can say, Don, something's messed up. But maybe we don't have a relationship, maybe I'm further removed from you. You see that in me, and you can also go, that's somebody I'm not following. Right. I'm not gonna, if I'm gonna, there's going to be a disconnect in me if I try to set them up as someone.
Absolutely.
So I need to.
Well, when you first came here,
you didn't recognize any fruit in me, and you said,
No.
When I first came here, go ahead.
Well, when you first came here, and you needed something, that was, I would go and get it for you.
You did.
Unbeknownst to you. Okay?
Yeah, and to tell me somebody else provided it.
So right. But nonetheless, I made sure that you had what you needed.
Yeah.
and I spent the last 10 years. When you came here, my heart went out to you and Bridget and the 3 little children because you had nobody here except God. Okay, you had nobody here, and my heart went out to you in that. Who you ask for help, and who is really looking over your shoulder to see if you need it.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what motivated me to get close. Now, you know, now knowing you.
You said that was a mistake.
Yeah, that was a real huge mistake. Yeah, but it's okay though. I don't regret it.
Thank you. Speaking of gifts, I want to share a couple gifts.
Okay.
Yeah. So you asked me earlier about what was on my feet.
Yeah, your socks.
So, can you read what that says?
Awesome pastor. Who gave them to you?
And others, there's no words on this side.
Oh.
I don't know if we can.
Praying in the Bible.
I don't know how much. I can't remember how much is visible.
Got
Here we go.
hands.
There we go. Look at that. See. Hands and I think praying hands and holding a Bible, and I'm guessing those are meant to be people. Yeah. So there you go. So look at that.
Who got you those?
Sharon Cox.
Aww.
Sharon Cox came to the
You got
office.
fat legs. You got fat legs.
Yep. All the better to run with.
I have socks on today. I know. Get back.
Sharon Cox came to my office and said, we talked over a few things. She shared her appreciation for us celebrating her a couple weeks ago, the renovation or rededication service. And she said, hey, I don't know if it was she had purchased them or she had seen them a million times and wanted to. Either way, she says, here.
That was pastor appreciation stuff, and there was a shirt I was going to buy you.
Yeah, that's all right. The thought counted.
Yeah.
But anyway, so she passes along to me.
Nice.
I thought, what better day to wear them than when here. Right.
Well, right. You put some.
Or show them off.
Yeah. Well,
Someone thinks.
I noticed
One
them right
person
away.
thinks. Yeah.
I noticed them right away. And you know, I just commented on
You
them.
did.
So what's the funky stuff you got on your ankles?
Yep, it was a gift. And I admitted to her, I'm not a naturally showy sock person.
No, I guess you're not.
I'm a very kind of plain,
Yeah.
you know, the pants flow into the sock, into the shoe almost imperceptibly.
See, you sew, which I find is amazing.
Yeah.
I don't. I can't even thread a needle anymore. So even the need to sew is, I got to go buy something new because the other thing's ripped. It's just not happening.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I did ask you to sew for me one time, and you said no. Of course, I guess the fruit of the spirit wasn't around then, was it? But
What would you ask me?
I think the inside pocket of one of my long coats is worn out.
I don't even remember that.
And it stuff tends to fall all the way down in the coat when I put it in that pocket. But it's okay, you know, it's okay that you didn't have room for me, and it's okay, I understand that. I understand.
I got some money for a therapist if you want to.
I don't need therapy. I just need to be here.
Speaking of being here and gifts. This Sunday.
This coming
This
Sunday?
Sunday, special guest appearance.
Oh, I hear. We have a special company coming on.
Special guest appearance.
Oh, my. You think we should say it?
Absolutely.
Oh, you think?
Yeah, who is it going to be, Ken?
Reverend David Mayo is going to be
Recently retired, the Right Honorable. That's actually not true because that's not a Presbyterian thing.
He's
anyway,
a guy.
Reverend Dave Mayo.
Previous.
He's not immediately previous, but 92 to 2004.
Yeah.
Anyway, his wife Loretta.
Nice.
I believe daughters and grandchildren.
Wow,
I guess daughters.
they're all coming.
The whole family, as far as
Wonderful.
my understanding.
Do you know if you watched our video?
No idea.
Okay.
I don't expect so.
You never know, though.
But I hope he doesn't watch this one. You know why? I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay.
Tell you a funny
Better be
story.
funny.
I think it's fun.
Okay.
I mean, it's not laugh out loud funny, but it's fun.
Laugh out loud, LOL.
So I was here on Monday giving a tour to Child of the Church, Bill Sokolsky, recently retired minister as well. And I got a text, and it's Dave. And Dave had said he was unable to be here for the rededication, but he had said at the time they were planning on being up here at some point in time, and he let me know. So he lets me know Monday. He says, I'm gonna be this Sunday.
Oh, that's wonderful.
I'm like, great. We text back a couple of times, clarify, when, probably 11 o'clock, he was gonna show up for 2 services.
He'll sit in the middle on that side.
You think so?
3/4 down.
All right, okay, I'll be prepared for it.
I'm telling you.
So she's gonna be here. Great. Kind of texted through. I might have even texted this morning with them, but anyway. So I come in. We get mail today. Guess what's in the mail?
I don't know.
It's a piece of mail addressed to the church, not the church.
Dave Mayo.
It's a piece of mail hand addressed to Dave Mayo
At Canonsburg UP Church.
No. Dave Mayo, 112 West Pike
Oh my
Street.
goodness. Really?
So, I'll admit, in my almost 10 years here, there have been several pieces of mail that have shown up addressed to both Dave, Tom, former staff, former ministers. That happens.
You never get any for Ken Klink.
There's been something. But handwritten.
How about that?
The week that Dave's going to show up. So I'm excited. I hope Dave's not watching.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to give him that.
Did you open it?
No, I want to.
Oh, I would have opened it.
But I think I got 2 options. I can open it, or I can hand it to him on Sunday morning.
So
in front of everybody. You got mail. This just arrived this week. Now he's probably gonna open it.
Well, I would hope so.
And you know what's probably? Junk mail from a bad sales address.
Exactly.
But I just think it's cool. Here's this.
That's
the
true.
very Sunday he's showing up.
All these years later.
And I've never met him before.
Right.
We've talked on the phone a few times. Text
Well, he's not
messages.
missing anything.
Thank you.
No, I mean, you're... I don't think that came out right.
I think it meant exactly that you meant the way you meant it.
Did I? You think that's how it was?
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't very fruity of me, was it?
Oh, it was very fruity. Anyway, so I think that's
That's something
fun.
to talk about.
Yep.
And then we have Holy Week coming up. It's going to be a big week for me, man.
We are 10 days away from Palm Sunday.
10 days away,
11 days away from Palm Sunday.
Yeah.
And on that Palm Sunday, we will celebrate your retirement.
No, not my retirement.
Wasn't that the big announcement that you were going to make?
No, and I see you got the words artist in residence. No matter what in there, you got it in
I
there.
feel like that's an honorary title.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. You're not going to give me the same.
Honorary title.
No, not honorary. at
It's
all.
not honorary?
No.
You don't find any honor in that?
I do find honor in it.
Good.
But there's more to it than that.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I know.
We'll get there.
I really, tell them so I don't have to.
Oh, what?
Tell them that we're having
The
a,
concert at 6 o'clock on March 24th?
which also
3 days before your birthday? Yeah, yeah.
3 days, well, we'll be here on my birthday.
You'll be here on your birthday.
You'll be here.
Do I have to be?
Well, don't you want to be?
Of course I want to be.
Of course. Aren't you going to have a big celebration at your house?
Oh, there'll be a big cake right there.
No, at your house.
I'll have to check my calendar.
Well, yeah, because, Wednesdays I'm busy.
Yeah, that's right. You're going to be honored at the choir practice.
Oh, yeah, right. I'm going to have to play happy birthday to myself. Okay? That's how
I'll
that
have to
works.
find chords for that. I can play the guitar.
Yeah, well, it's okay. You don't come to choir.
I don't.
I know, that reminds me, I gotta remind somebody who usually doesn't, but promised to,
Okay.
come to
Drew
choir.
Calaguay.
That would be him.
Wow, I just pulled that name out of the hat. Saw him last night.
Did you?
Yep, Presbyterian meeting.
Well, I have the job of reminding him
Good.
that it's Wednesday and it's choir practice.
Wednesday.
Wednesday. It's
All
been
day.
for 50 years, Wednesdays.
Did it used to be Wednesday? Did it used to be
Always
another night?
Wednesday.
Okay.
Um,
Now you started playing for the high choir, didn't you?
right, and that was on Saturday
And
morning.
by the way, that was the high school choir.
Thursday
Just to
night.
be clear for anyone
You and I,
who's
yeah.
suspicious.
Well, that was a long time ago.
Of course, they were high schoolers.
That was before. Well, but not really.
You were barely a high schooler yourself.
I was out of high school.
Barely.
But I was into college already. But you have to remember, back when I was young,
Back when you were young.
in my young,
What, 50 years?
after the merger
50
here,
years ago.
after the merger
Wait a second,
here,
it's 24.
oh my,
5. You would have been, what month did you start?
October.
You would have been 19.
No, I'd have been 18. October 1973.
73?
Yeah, I'm 18
October
already.
73, you're 18.
Yeah,
Yes, okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it's.
This is 51 years.
Well, yeah.
That's fine.
Well, because you waited till 2024 to do it.
Yeah.
If
No,
you
we
got
waited
to-
until you just got, I was sick and tired of hearing it from you, so I'll give
I don't know
we'll
what
do
you're
something.
talking about.
We'll
Are
do
you
something.
trying to say I asked for any of this
No, you
celebration?
didn't ask for any of it.
No, the fruits of the spirit.
Begged.
Led.
Begged. You know what? You were the parable of the persistent widow.
Well, now that we're talking about
Give me justice. Give me justice. I don't care about justice, and I don't care about God, but I'm so sick and tired of this woman.
I never said any of those things like that. No, but now that we're on it,
Okay.
I also want to still drive the fire truck.
I have no access to a fire
Well,
truck.
I'm just saying we have access to people who have access to the
Okay,
fire
so
truck.
you need to talk. All right, so
It's on my bucket list to drive the fire truck. I don't care where. It can be up in the high school parking
it's going to
lot.
have to be.
I don't need to go down Pike Street. I just want to drive the fire truck and ring the siren. Okay?
Which is it? Got to be the ladder truck or the pump truck?
No, it's just my
Could be a
fire
small-
truck.
could be a
No,
small
no, I don't want a box truck. I want a fire truck.
All right, there you go.
Yeah. Come on.
That's your job, folks.
So, I mean,
is
I want that. I want.
you know what it reminds me of?
What?
So when I was in high school, my senior year, I think so. We did something called the hunt.
The hunt.
The hunt. It was a massive scavenger hunt over the course of a week, I think.
Did you let people out and then you hunted them?
No.
Oh. There's a movie.
Oh,
where
I
they-
know. It was a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
And you had a team of, I want to say, 10 people,
Uh-huh.
and this massive list of varying point items that, so things as small as, a penny or a paper clip, all the way up to, I believe, if not a fire truck, then a dump truck, a hot air balloon in flight.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness, this list was massive. 57 Chevy. So, but it was really cool because, so I was part of a team of, I think, 10.
Yeah.
And so we all, we met up and it was, okay, well, I can get this, I can get that, I can get this. My dad does this. I mean, it was, I think I know somebody who,
Yeah.
so you spend a week making phone calls,
Yeah.
tracking people down. We won, and then we had a county-wide one for the high school. It was like in high school. So we won for our school, and then we went on to the county. I don't remember if we won that or not, but we competed, a few weeks later, a different list. And yeah, I mean, imagine that. So either way, I think there are people out there
Who can get me on the fire
who
truck?
could get you on the fire truck. Whether or not they'd be willing to hand you the keys is, I don't know.
I gotta have to start it up too. I know how to stick. I know how to.
Do you know how to double clutch though? Do you know how
Yes.
to, really?
Yeah.
I've never driven a transport truck.
Oh. Well,
The biggest truck I ever drove was a moving truck.
well, I drove a dump truck for years.
Really?
Yeah.
A dump truck?
Oh yeah, the back went up and you dumped it. Yeah. Yeah.
Like a big dump
A
truck?
dump truck.
Or like
where I had the dump truck.
the little one?
No, a dump truck. A dump truck.
Like the yellow Tonka ones, only regular size?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Why do you find it white?
I want
Why
pictures.
do you find
I want
that
pictures
amazing?
of that.
Oh, there are no pictures. That's before phones had pictures.
Of course, there was.
Yeah.
It was before phones were in your pocket.
True. But yeah, I use one every day.
What did you do?
Well, I haul blacktop and shoveled it out and filled the potholes.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second now.
I did it.
The kind of dump truck,
We had it.
the massive ones,
A big dump truck.
or the kind that
Goes down the road.
a kind that has the metal, like a pickup truck that has an add-on.
Bigger than that.
All right, okay.
Yeah, it was deep. Yeah, oh yeah.
Deep and wide?
Yeah. Yeah. And then
Can't you
rocks.
drove a dump truck deep and wide?
Deep and wide. And then rocks. Rocks for rock gardens and such. Oh yeah.
Did you know
Roofing
that?
shingles?
Did you know? I
Bricks.
just learned.
Bricks. Tablets of bricks.
Did you haul off the bricks from the nuke site?
No.
Because that would explain a lot.
No. No, but yeah, no, I used to do that stuff.
Wow.
I did. One time, I was using the dump truck up at Summit Avenue,
Mm-hmm.
and I was backing out of, I was up in the yard with it,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to be careful of, there were pool lights,
Yeah.
and I didn't want to hit the pool lights.
Yeah.
And I was concentrating on the pool lights,
Mm-hmm.
which took my attention completely away from the gentleman's van that was directly behind me. So, you know, and those dump
Yeah.
trucks tend, you know, that raw iron bar that goes across the bottom.
Mm-hmm.
I got that right under his windshield.
No.
He was not happy,
Yeah.
especially when I had to get out of the truck, go knock on his door and say, "Hi, how you doing? I just hit your truck."
So I was at a store the other day. I was sitting in the parking lot. Bridget was picking something up, and I was watching a delivery being finished up. Big transport truck pulls out, tight space, so it was a little tight. The next thing you know, I hear this noise,
Oh no.
and I see that the bumper did not go with the truck
Oh boy.
because they had clipped it on a fire hydrant.
Oh, it wasn't moving either.
Thankfully, it was just the truck that was tore up,
Oh, okay.
but not the fire hydrant. I kept waiting for
Yeah.
water to spring up, but no. And I thought, okay, I actually opened the door because I was about to run up and say, "Hey, you just tore off your bumper," because those things are massive.
Yeah. I think you might have known.
They knew.
Well,
They
what-
knew. He backed up and
was
picked it up. I'll tell you offline. I don't.
Okay.
I don't want to out
I mean,
anybody.
at home or?
It was around.
Okay.
So
Wow.
yeah.
You
It
have to
happens.
see that.
I did. I'm watching it live. I'm like,
I heard that there was a bad accident today down East End, Canonsburg in traffic.
yeah. I heard some bad traffic. So first,
Yeah.
I haven't heard anything.
Yeah. Hope he had his helmet on.
Hope and pray. Yeah.
Yeah. But we had that going on. But what else we got going on around?
One other exciting thing happening before we even get to your concert is the day before
Saturday.
is Fred Rogers' Be My Neighbor Day.
Oh yeah.
We are one of 4 locations here in Canonsburg. The Senior Center, the Senior Center, the library, Chica Michello's across the street, and us will all be hosting events that help kids in particular know a little bit more about what is unique and special about Canonsburg and Western Pennsylvania.
Oh nice.
And so we will have, I think we're the best one.
Oh, good.
What do you think we're gonna have here? What's Canonsburg? What do you think?
What do I think?
What do you think of Canonsburg? What makes one of the things that makes Canonsburg really special?
The park.
Okay, that's good. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. What else?
Oh. Well, right now our downtown district is full.
Yep. One of the things that's downtown, a little further downtown,
You mean the coffee shop?
even a little further than that, and by relatively
Grandpa
speaking, further than that, but you're getting into the right, flavor of things.
Candy. Sarah's.
Sarah's is going to be here in our
Oh.
fellowship hall. We're going to be celebrating both that and what's unique to Western Pennsylvania. What's a unique custom that Western Pennsylvania has that, as far as I know, nowhere else in the country, let alone the world, has. A tradition.
That happens this time of year.
Nope, happens any time of year as long as certain conditions are met.
Conditions are met.
We celebrate these here. That's where they celebrate. But
Well, we got St. Patrick's Day.
okay. What happens in this building? Not on Sundays, often on Saturdays.
In this building.
We have to change around a few things up front there.
Okay.
People are dressed in a specific way.
Bible school.
Okay, yeah, that happens once a year.
Yeah.
How about something that could happen on any Saturday, maybe or Friday?
Any Saturday or
Maybe they're
Friday.
having as many as they used
Funeral.
to. Yes, okay, maybe.
Weddings.
There we go. What's something fun and unique about weddings in Western Pennsylvania?
Cookie table.
Cookie table.
Yeah.
So we're going to celebrate the cookie table here too.
Oh,
Sarah's
cool.
Candy cookie
It's gonna be for
tables.
sale.
No, I think you should be able to get cookies.
What about candy?
I
What
think
time
they
does
might
it
be
start?
giving some. 11 to 2. 11 a.m. to 2 p.m.
I'm coming at
It's
10:30.
predominantly for kids,
I'm coming at 10:30.
but yeah.
I'm only 12 up here.
You think you're 12 up there?
Well,
I'm not sure you're
Somebody-
12 up there.
somebody asked me the other day, Ken, how old do you think you are? And I said 37 in my head.
Really? Wow.
Yeah.
I was just 37, and let me tell you,
No, you weren't just 37.
a lot closer than you were.
Well, I can still. Let me tell
Let
you.
me just tell you that you were still in your 60s the number of years ago when I was 37.
Yeah. When I turned 40, there were signs all over Canonsburg that day. You know that there was a sign down coming across the bridge that blinked. It said Kenton Clink is 40 this year.
Wow.
At Don Dabrowski's Chiropractic Center.
Wow.
Kenton Clink is 40 today.
Well, your next birthday,
And coming down College
your
Street,
next big birthday.
69.
No, your next big
You
birthday.
mean after 69?
After
There isn't
60.
one.
You're not gonna have one?
No.
All right, countdown starts today.
Don't look so happy about it. Don't
We,
be,
we have 13 months.
not even that. You got 12 months and 2 weeks.
Wow.
12 months and 2
All right,
weeks.
we can work with that.
Yeah.
We can work with that.
Because no. You'll have my ashes on the shelf by then. Telling you.
Not my shelf.
By the way, if something happens to me, okay, and he's still here, just ask him where he buried me. Because I don't want
You
to
think
sit
I'm
on
burying?
the shelf.
You think I'm burying you?
You gotta. That's the instructions you
That's
signed
what,
off.
that's what people are paid for. I'm not burying you, and I'm certainly not putting you on the shelf.
You'll put me on the shelf and then leave here, and somebody will say, "What's in this little
What's
white ball?"
this? Yeah, white?
Yeah, I got white onyx.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no.
I thought it was clean.
No, I can't wait to, never mind.
For the longest time, years ago, we took the youth group on a tour of what used to be Bogan's funeral home.
No way.
Yeah, and we went.
Seems
all-
like a weird.
they had an interest, so we went.
Bogans?
And I.
Bogans for drumming up business for middle schoolers?
No, they wanted to see. The kids wanted to see.
What do they want to see?
Everything.
Oh.
So we went through the whole funeral home, really.
Okay.
And that was when the sewers still went out in the Tartars Creek. There wasn't any major diseases anymore. But yeah, we go down the drain now. Yeah, not anymore though.
Yeah.
But when we got to the room with the coffins in it, they had this coolest coffin.
Okay.
It was gray on the top, and then as you came down the side, the paint was slowly darkening until it got to black, and then there was a black stripe all around the coffin,
Okay.
and underneath the black stripe
Yellow.
was a red one,
Oh, red.
red
Okay.
one, okay, and then the bottom was black. It was the coolest box, I gotta tell you.
Wow.
Put 4 wheels on that thing, and Herman Munster would have a black. Okay, you don't know who Herman Munster is.
I know who
Okay.
the Munsters are.
Yeah, okay. They scared me.
Did that? Yeah, it was before my time.
Well,
but I know.
at the same time the Munster was on, the Addams Family was on.
Yes.
And I watched Addams Family. The Munster scared me, but Herman Munster scared me.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Um,
Of course, I'm saying I want to drive the fire truck too. When I was a little boy, the fire truck scared me. As soon as the whistle ran, I started running home. Oh, I did. I would have accidents on the way, if you know what I mean. But I would run home. Yeah, that's what I mean. Anyway.
we just heard a fire truck. That's why I was.
I didn't hear it. You don't have to worry.
Speaking of that, then, go back for just a half a second. Reminder that we'll be celebrating Chris Hamilton on
Yes,
Saturday.
on Saturday.
So
11 a.m.
11 a.m. here in the sanctuary.
Yes.
We're gonna have that will also be a very special, very different,
Very different, very special.
but very special.
Very
That will
special.
be the third funeral that I've led in 3 weeks, I believe. 3 straight weeks.
Yeah.
I think so. And there is a honor in being able to do that.
Oh, for me too.
Mm-hmm.
For me.
And you haven't played it either one, both of the other ones.
No, I know.
In a funeral home, but
Yeah.
but both had, interestingly enough, both had music incorporated into it.
Did they?
Yeah, it's been my experience.
Oh, well, Valerie sang it. Yeah.
No, that was a while ago.
Okay,
that was
yeah.
relatively speaking. But both. In fact, yeah, I guess so. If we go back to Joe Aggers, all 3 of my last funerals in funeral homes all incorporated music.
How?
So the other 2 were just actually somebody had a phone. But in the preparations,
Yeah,
the family just played music from a phone.
Oh, gotcha.
But they asked for it, and it's been my experience that most funerals conducted in funeral homes, the families don't usually request that.
No.
But they really wanted it. So it'll be nice. We will have you play,
The bells ring.
and the bells will ring.
Yeah, because Chris was the bell ringer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they're going to play on Eagles Wings.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Very
So
nice.
it will be nice.
Last practice tonight.
But speaking of practicing,
Mm-hmm.
we are in the throes of Easter and Lent, and so if you got something in your craw that wants to sing in a choir, come try it for a few weeks. It's a great time to do it. Yes, there's some depressing music, but there's also some.
Depressing music for Easter?
Yeah, well, you know.
Not for Easter.
For-
Maundy Thursday.
For the time before Easter.
Yeah.
But there is a wealth of great anthems
Yeah.
out there and when I mean great, I mean big, loud, lots of people anthems. And
So come be part of the lots of people.
yeah, come be part of lots of people at the choir.
Speaking, we should probably transition to some music of our own.
Well, but also at my
Celebration?
yes,
Concert? Yeah.
if you care to sing in the choir, then please
There's going to be a community choir.
5:30
Okay.
that night.
So,
Choir room.
next Saturday, let's do it this way. This Saturday,
Chris,
Chris.
and
Celebrate
will
Chris.
you be my neighbor?
And then, would you be my neighbor the following
following
Saturday,
okay.
which is, the day before your concert, which is Sunday, the 24th.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yep. And then
The 27th.
we skip all the way to Thursday, Maundy Thursday.